Hi everyone, Colleen here. Just a quick little card today, well, it's a little bit longer than quick, using this particular thin cut. It's called title banners, and I discovered that it was just the perfect size to do a spinner card. I was really happy with that. I should have found it earlier, but I'm a bit late getting it to you, but you can still purchase these from our website. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how it worked today. It's a nice, simple little card. Just does a little spinner. I thought it was rather sweet. This one I've made for a little girl, and I'm going to make one for a little boy. And I just realised I haven't got my 5-cent pieces. I'll be right back. So you'll just need two 5-cent pieces. There they are. And pop them aside. They are like, if you're in America, you could use pennies or anything that's small and lightweight. But 5-cent pieces are just fine. So we'll have a piece to make the kite. That's 2 inches by 1.5 inches. I've cut out a 1-inch star from the basic stars. Now they're coming to an end, so if you want them, you need to look at getting them now. Our card measures 5.5 by 4.25. Our back piece is 5.25 by 4 inches. Our front piece is 5 inches by 3.75. So we're just going to take our white front piece and we're going to make the cloud design. Now, a long time ago, if you find a cloud, and I just stamped it across a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock, and then cut out round it, and I used that just as for doing the clouds. So that is the effect. I mean, you wouldn't think that could give you this, would you? But it does. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. Where to put the bit of paper? So you'll just need a piece of paper underneath, and you start at the bottom. So we'll just have just a little bit here, and I'm going to be using crystal blue ink today, because that's the colour cardstock I've used at the back, and we're just going to just dab it across. So it'll just give us our outline. Alright, and then we're going to move it up and in a different direction. So I might move it up to about there, and then just do that again. Just to give us that little hint of sky and clouds. And then move that up again in a different spot. Got it about there, I reckon. Yep. One of my lovely ladies up at Swansea bought this, and I promised to show her a card, so this will be the one I'm going to teach her. So there's another one. And then this one, I think we'll have like that. Yeah, we'll put it like that. This one will have a bit more blue at the top than the other one. And there we have it. That's how you get your beautiful skyline. Now we're going to take this piece, move that out the way, and we're going to attach it to the front of our card. Now that's the top, so when I'm at the top I always add just a bit extra in here, so that, because that's, I know that's where I'm going to be cutting out from. I mean, you could have this in green grass and have a soccer ball floating across the middle of the card for a little boy who likes soccer, or you could have a little aeroplane going through the sky. You know, it's endless what you could do. I mean, you could even have it where it was a golf ball going across the page and going into a hole. You know, it's just what you want to do. So I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm going to take a bit of washi tape just to hold it into place. Now you have to cut through the two pieces because it's easier than trying to cut one bit and then lining up and cut the other one. You may as well just cut the two together and be done with it. So I'll just bring up the big shot. Lay him on and cut him out. Here we have it. Gently peel off your washi tape. And then you just have that centerpiece there, which is not much good for anything, but anyway. Right, so that's how it'll look. I've got a bit of stuff on there. Now I'm going to stamp our Black Happy Birthday at the base. This is just the little $4.50 stamp, but I really like this little one. Just like so. Put the black ink away. Move that out of the way before I wear it. Now we are going to set up our spinner piece. So we'll take one 5-cent piece. We're going to take our 3D foam dots. Now this is not the thin ones, this is just the normal one. We're going to take one large one. I'll open that packet. And we're going to put one in the middle, like so. It's just like doing any other, it's just that it's, got that very centered. Oh, it'll do. Pop it on there, take your other 5-cent piece and lay it over the top. And there's your spinner section to go in the middle of your card. So how quick and easy was that? And the next thing we're going to do is, which I should have done before because I forgot, in order to have it so that it's not a big, oh that one doesn't look too bad. But if you don't want to have it looking like a big piece of plain white, lay this under and just add, I'll sit it there, actually I might go a bit higher, so the blue matches up with that other blue. So if I put that in about there, and just take the ink again, where have I put the sponge, there it is, and then just gently just give it a little bit of colour through here. Then when that goes back on, it won't look so out of place like a big white strip in the middle. So it doesn't have to be really dark. But now when I put that on, see how it all blends together? Just like so. So now we're going to take our, it does take a lot of 3D foam dots, but these are specialty cards. These are the ones you give to people and children that you know are really going to love them, and that will get a lot of fun out of twirling it backwards and forwards. I know my grandchildren do. So now when you're putting these ones on, make sure that you have them so that the 5-cent piece doesn't interfere with it. I'll put 4 across here. There, I'll have one at either end to hold the support of it, and then 2 here. Like I said, it does take a lot, but you want to have the support in the card itself. If it's too weak, it'll collapse on you. I'll put 3 down here. Now to peel them all off. The other one I made using, what was the stamp sets I used there? I got the heart from here from Flourishing Essentials, And then I chose the little heart out of here one, which the Workshop Your Way, the card making one, in my heart, and I chose that little one to do the little hearts on the bottom of the little kite there. And this one here, I've actually cut out some little bows to put on the bottom that I've made up myself, so hopefully they work. If not, we'll use something else. And I've decided to put a star on the top of this one for a little boy. Rightio, so they're all off. Now I'm carefully going to just line this up. Place it onto our card like so. I'll just get rid of these. So there it is. There's that section already working. So I'll pop that aside. Now for the little kite, I took my piece and I laid it onto, I'll show you the line. Oh, I'll turn it over. I want the back side up. And I come in at 3/4 of an inch on the 1.5 inch side. So 3/4 of an inch in, and then on this side I come in 3/4 of an inch middle and middle, and that gives me the shape for the kite. And I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and just cut that to those dots. I mean, if you want to use your trimmer, feel free, but I thought such a small piece, just cut it by hand. And there's my little kite. Just like that. And then I'm going to take, got him upside down. I'm going to take the journaling pen, and I'm just going to make little stitch marks all the way around him. And I might even get some ink and sponge around this one to make him a little bit dark around the edges. There we are. Oh, I don't know what I've done with my ink. Oh, it's alright. We won't do it. I don't know where I've put the ink, so that's alright. So we'll just take, I'm going to use a 3D foam dot, and I'm just going to raise up the star into the middle of the like so. And then we'll get another large foam dot. I can't pick them up. And we're going to pop that into the middle of our 5-cent piece. Pull that off. Oh, before I do that, I forgot to put the little, I've cut a little bit of twine. It measures 2 inches. I'm going to turn over my, so that was just a bit of twine I had. I'll get some glue dots. And I'm going to, where are we? Oh, they're the little ones. I want the bigger one. There we are. So I'll just stick that onto the base of the point. Pull it off. And that one goes over there, so I don't mix them up. Put my little kite tail in there. Turn him back over, and then I've got my little bows. They're not the best in the world, but you know, sometimes you just got to work with what you've got. And I'll put one there, just using a little glue dot to stick them on with. Put one at the end. Oh, shivers. But you can use whatever you want. If you want to tie little bows on these, you know. If you don't want anything on it at all, don't put it on there. But I just thought this would be nice as a little floating one. I mean, you could even put a birthday number instead of a star in the middle for whoever you're giving it to make it look really cute. Put that one on there. So there's our little kite, and now we're just going to place that into the middle, and there's our little spinner with our little kite tail. That's really cute. I'm really happy with that. And I'll show you how I made the little kite tail. I just took a piece of cardstock and I just cut up into the V, into the centre, just like you were doing a banner. And cut backward. And then I took it and I went back this way, but I made sure that I left enough in the centre that it would look like a little bow. And that's how I made my little bow pieces. It's not real even, but it's just for a card. So I hope you like this little project today. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.